Live?
Are we live everywhere?
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh my god.
Daniel, thank you for joining me on this Tuesday evening.
Well, thank you for joining me on this felonious ride. Today is a great day. Today is a day for, as they say, lovers. So we're here, and all you guys are here right now because you love The Flash.
The Flash.
So we're here to talk about The Flash on a day when
the
The
wrong
Flash
one, but I
is
like it
not
anyway.
happening, which is cool because we have a lot of other
Okay.
news for you.
I have to be honest, I did not know there wasn't
I had
going to
no
be
idea.
a new
I had no
episode
idea.
of The Flash tonight. And I'm really devastated. I was so ready. I'm like, that cliffhanger. They're like,
True.
Gorilla Grodd, how's my dad? We got to go to the Gorilla City. And Wally like, what?
Dude, like you said last week, he wasn't there during that time. So how does he know about Gorilla Grodd?
He doesn't. He was just putting on face for Bay.
It was like, oh yeah, whatever you say, girl. Yeah, I'll save your daddy. That's
Yeah.
what happening. That was happening.
But let me rewind because I just jumped into this. How about you intro the show?
Well, hello, my name is Daniel Jerome, and to my right is the lovely, ever incomparable Sarah. Yeah, you want to say the whole name? Can I say the whole name?
You
I
can
that
say
name?
it.
Sarah Carey.
Hi,
I didn't
guys.
know if you wanted to worry about, people like, coming to find you or,
They
whatever.
can find me. It doesn't mean I'll accept
Yeah,
it.
it's Valentine's Day. Y'all better watch it. All right?
But if you notice, we're missing a someone
Right
who
here in the
normally
middle.
sits in the middle of my heart. He's not here today because he had apparently better things to do.
Yeah, he had a date.
Brian. Brian.
Thanks. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. Brian had to leave, but I will say for you guys, it was great because you guys could have been anywhere in the world with anyone in the world, but you chose to be here with us because you guys have the love for the Flash just like we do. And to everyone else that isn't here with us, well, we know you guys weren't with us from the beginning, and we hate you. But
We hate no one.
anyway,
Stop it.
so we here on the Flashpoint discuss the Flash. We discuss
do.
it in detail.
Weekly.
We do character breakdowns. We give you more background information than what you guys even thought you would know. Cover Flash news and just actually DC on CW news altogether.
Oh, are you hinting at some news that I promised I would have this week?
Yes, because you have some news
I
that
do.
the world needs to know. So I'm excited to find out about it.
I do. Stay tuned, guys, because we're getting some new CW TV show casting news.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Make sure you guys do follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to communicate with us, just go ahead and put that back signal out by using the hashtag FlashpointTHS. Trust me, if it's anywhere on social media, we'll find it and we'll communicate with you. So we'll be
Yeah.
able to talk to you and keep that conversation going. Make sure to subscribe to our channel.
I was like, we see y'all in the chat. We see you. We like to talk to you.
We're definitely going to talk to you guys. Make sure to share this video. If you can't share it with your friends, let other people know that we're out here. Because, without them knowing, we won't have a show.
I know. Hit that
So-
share button right now.
Yeah. Just share it right now.
click.
Just for a moment. Go share it and then you'll be right back here. Trust me, we're
Thank
going to
you.
talk to you guys for sure.
Yes.
So, it's Valentine's Day.
It is.
And,
It's fine.
what do you have any plans?
No, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
Smart.
And people are like, oh, it's because you're single. No. It's because I have found this to be the most stressful holiday since I was a child.
Oh.
Seriously,
No joke.
no joke. Like, as a kid in elementary school, kids are mean.
Oh.
And, like, if you don't have the right Valentine's Day card,
Okay.
if you give the wrong card to the wrong person so they get a wrong impression, or you're just like, oh, I hope the person I have a crush on has a crush on me too, and then you don't get that Valentine from them, or, like, your best friend does, like, it's soul-crushing, even as a kid, and it's just so stressful. And, like, is anyone going to give me one? No, I just can't. For this made-up greeting card holiday, that kind of stress, I don't need in my life.
I agree with you.
So I don't.
For
It's
me-
not something I celebrate. I'll
for me,
celebrate
it's
Valentine's Day
something-
Massacre though, like mobsters killing
Oh,
mobsters. That's cool.
That's not bad. For me, it's something I can't stand, and mostly it's because, like you said, the stress. having to go ahead and get the right gift, and all these things. Like you said, even starting as a kid, you have to get it for usually, and if you're the popular kid, you have to make sure you get a gift or a card and candy and everything for every other kid. Even that weird kid that sits in the back that eats paste that nobody likes and smells weird, you gotta give him something too.
All because Hallmark said you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then also you
Hallmark.
don't want to be the douche kid that's like, here you go, everybody. I'm a plastic, so I don't give anything to you, Frito-smelling kid. No, you have to help them too. So you do everything, you're helping those kids out, you're being happy, but it's stressful because you do want to be friends with everyone. And I hate it. Tonight, after we're done here, I'm headed home. I'm dog sitting. So I'm taking care of 5 freaking Yorkies. So my house,
serious?
I am not
can't.
joking. I have my own Yorkie and I'm taking care of 4 others because my girlfriend's out of town. So yeah, that's how Valentine's is being spent for me.
Well, Blackwing needs it too. Blackwing, I feel you.
Oh, thank you.
Everything about
Thank
Valentine's Day makes me sick.
Oh my god.
If you love someone, tell them every day. You know when it's more special? When it's on a random Tuesday.
Because that's the truth of the whole Valentine's. Okay, hey, I love you, so I want to be able to show you my love every time or whenever,
Every
blah,
day.
blah. I don't want to just, oh, hey, Hallmark says we have to, so I'm going to.
Yeah, it's
Screw
just
you,
been,
Hallmark.
it's always been stressful since I was like 10 years old. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
That's my Valentine's life.
I've got to say, speaking of things that people love, Katie Rose Watson, shout out to you. She says, I can't even handle how hot this redhead is. Loving the lipstick. Look
I
at
love
that.
her.
Look at that.
She's amazing. Katie
Shout
Rose,
out to you, Katie.
You're the best.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
Ladybug from MAC, and I also have like a random darker liner to
Ooh.
snazz it up.
Ooh, I
You're
like
welcome,
that.
for anyone who cares.
Shout out to Terrell. Always there with us. We appreciate it. We're earlier, so hey, we're not too late. So
I
you're able
know.
to actually watch it this time.
We decided to do this early because there was no episode that we had to watch, and we were just recapping everything. We're like, let's bring it out. Let's bring it an hour early.
And Richard Hong makes us remember that he does like paste. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, who doesn't
There's
like
nothing wrong with it.
a
It's
little
okay.
thing of paste every once in a while? Who knows? Who knows? What's happening right now?
Ryan Ninja Steel says hashtag Daniel looks fresh with that red.
Hey,
He
thank
wear.
you. Thank you.
FYI.
Well, it's red and blue, and my whole thing today, if you'll notice, it's red and blue. And for that, it's because, well, Valentine's Day, what you love, blah, blah. I love the colors red and blue. It's because I'm Haitian. That's our flag colors.
Heyo.
So, ça passe, everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing it. But yeah,
So
thanks.
people think that the release of the Gorilla Grodd stuff has kind of spoiled a little bit of what's going to happen, like because
Ooh.
the trailer does give a lot. We are gonna play that trailer, but not right now. We're like, if there's no Flash this week, Flash or Riot. So let's not get crazy, guys.
Okay,
Like-
I guess. Wait.
and they're
That
super
is a
hyped
choice.
for this is Dwayne. Is it Dewan or Dwayne? Because I have a friend named Dewan. D-U.
Oh, that's a good question because I would go Dwayne, but every once in a while I'd go Dwan. I don't know
Yeah,
which one.
it's
are
spelled
you?
very similar. That's why I'm asking.
It's spelled the
and
same.
and I don't want to like mess it up, so that's rude. And he said he's super hyped for Savitar to come back in 3 episodes. So are we.
Yes, yes we are.
I'm just excited to find out how it's gonna happen. Yeah, single guys. Whoop, whoop. Jalen,
Hey.
I don't want you to feel awful. You should feel great.
Oh,
You're a
Jalen,
wonderful
you're an
human
amazing
being.
person. Seriously, you speak to us, you hang out with us. I mean,
Yeah.
you're dopeness. Come on, just dopeness personified. So, don't feel bad.
It's okay.
Don't. It's okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So, do you want to get into any news?
There is some fun news that is happening.
Yes.
The actor whose name has left me, Mr. Leary is what I'm going to call him.
Oh, okay.
Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick.
Has said that he is coming back as a more prominent role in the back half of this season. So I'm really excited about that. So in an interview he did with CBR, he says, I'm going to figure in more prominently in the second half of the season than the first. So we get to see Jay dealing with this young speedster. We get to see his reaction to Savitar. And there really are some curious things that Jay says that make me wonder, okay, what's coming?
Okay.
Yeah.
See, just on that alone, there's speculation because they said young speedster and didn't give a name. Are we getting another one?
Well, I
Or
feel like
is he
that's
just talking
Wally.
about- yeah, I'm thinking
I
like-
automatically assume
Okay,
Wally because he's
alright.
Kid Flash, youngster, that's what
Wait, but he
that
said in
is.
the tail end. Okay. I wonder.
Yeah, this back half of the season, I think that's fine. Bring in more speedsters to attack Savitar. Maybe he'll show up in the Savitar episode that's happening in like 3 episodes. Where there was also an interview with the executive producer of The Flash, Greg Berlanti,
Greg.
who has shot down the hopes and dreams, I think, of some Flash fans, and hoping that all the things from the Flashpoint will get fixed and will return to the Reverse Flash timeline.
Guys, if people are still hoping for that,
It's just not going to happen. He did an interview with Entertainment Weekly, and he says that I'm not sure that we can return to the original timeline, given that what we've established. If we're not challenging ourselves and creating new territory and new obstacles for the characters, I think it's less rewarding to watch and probably less rewarding to play. We like to grow ourselves and grow our characters.
and it's very true. I know some of us are going to talk about another show real quick, but Legends of Tomorrow. For us that are watching that right now, Reverse Flash is part of the new Legion of Doom. He is the bad guy on that show right now. Him with
Surprise!
2 others. Yeah, exactly. 2 other people. Malcolm Merlin and the bad guy from Arrow. Recently, Damon Dark. So all 3 of those are over there with Legends of Tomorrow, trying to grab the Spear of Destiny.
Yeah.
That's something that I love to hear about. It's the spear that pierced Christ's side, blah, blah, has his blood on it. So now, if you have that and you reform it together all the way, you're able to shape reality in the way that you want to. That's the reason why he wants it, because he's been wiped out of reality due to Thawne, remember, shooting himself.
Correct. But didn't he come back after that? And everyone's
Barry
like, how did
found
this
him
happen?
in the time force, pulled him out, and put him and arrested him. So this way, and lock him up.
Right, and that's what he's like, you're going to beg me to.
Yeah.
You're going to beg me
exactly.
to kill her.
And then remember, now then
So
he
good.
had to open up, let him kill the mother, and then let him run off. So he ran off, but then he's still kind of searching around for a level of existence. So that's why he's doing that right now. So his story is continuing there. If anyone really wants to see what's happening, just watch the show. There,
And you'll see Reverse Flash's life.
Exactly.
Eobard.
Eobard Thawne. Look at that. Ooh.
I remembered. I'm really bad with names, so I'm actually really proud of myself for that.
Oh yeah, bravo.
So next week we're getting a 2-part episode.
Ooh.
Now the way it's described, are we getting a 2-hour episode, or is it like part 1 of a 2-parter? That's going to be 2 separate weeks. For me, it reads like a 2-hour episode, but I could be really
2
wrong.
weeks, I think.
Let me know in the comments, because I don't know. It could be one of 2. So I wanted to read the synopsis that we're going to be getting into for next week. If you don't want to know this, just plug your ears for the next minute or so. So, here we go. Season 3, episode 13. Synopsis. And we've got some photos that might pop up too while I'm reading this. When Jess...
Play the promo.
Do you want to play the promo first? Sure. We're going to...
It's going to come up while you're there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Does it have noise?
A little bit.
Do I need to stop talking?
No.
Okay, great.
Cool. So you return.
Perfect. So I return. All right. When Jess Quick informs the team that her father has been abducted, Barry, Caitlin, Cisco, and Julian voyage to Earth 2 on a rescue mission to save Harry from Gorilla City. As they trek through the forest, Barry and the team are immediately captured and brought to Grodd. Yeah, that giant gorilla that speaks. Grodd tells them he needs their help to stop Savitar, or Solivar. Sorry. Voiced by Keith David. Am I the only one that thinks of the singer?
Yeah,
But
that's why I was like, what?
It's not.
How is
but
that
I'm like,
happening?
Keith David. Anyway, the leader of Gorilla City, Solivar wants to invade Earth 1. Meanwhile, back on Earth 1, Jesse and Kid Flash hit the streets to stop a metahuman that can control gravity with HR and Joe, guiding them from Star Labs. So I think that's pretty cool. That Kid Flash and Jesse Quick are gonna team up.
That's true. That's true.
Right?
Which I want to see because that's something that, come on. They're a couple, so it's going to
Yeah.
be good to see them work together. I think they'll have this kind of chemistry that, we don't get to see with usual team-ups.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, that's pretty dope. I was trying to look up just more about Gorilla City and seeing where there may be differences from what they're going to have there and what they're going to have and everything else. But, I mean, it looks like it's pretty much the same. The city is led by...
Thank you, Carlos. It's a 2-parter.
Well, yeah, see?
Yeah, Carlos
yeah.
Martinez, thank you very much. And Robin Chan says, Daniel, you look great in red and blue. Heck, you look great in anything.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Now, also, I want to say, Terrell also said sounds like a 2-hour episode. So there's 2 people. You guys are on different sides here. You said,
2 hours?
well, they're
Two
saying,
parts.
they're saying 2 parts. It's like, oh no, it's a 2-hour episode. I wonder. I don't know. I'm thinking still maybe it's gonna be sure it's gonna be a 2-hour episode, but broken into 2 parts. That's what I think.
Keep talking.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I was just reading.
I'm thinking about it.
Did you correct me on your name? Because I'm gonna butcher it again, and I have to scroll up.
Yeah, is it
Dwayne?
Is it Dwayne? Dwan?
Um,
Well, how would you tell us actually? Oh, that's
he
a good
could
question.
phonetically.
Oh.
He says there also was an error. They may have revealed who Savitar is based off, and also the Jesse Quick meeting Savitar is so interesting. And if you don't remember the quote, one will betray you, one will, all that stuff.
Yeah. See, that's something that we're still looking into because oh man, that prophecy. There's a lot to go along with.
Oh,
that.
I remember the spoiler that we released on this episode or on this show.
Oh, yes.
About Savitar because IMDb said it
There
was
you go.
Cisco.
Yes.
And now it doesn't say it's Cisco. So either someone messed up hardcore or someone just kind of messed up. We're going to find out. And I'm really excited about it. Yes.
That's interesting. So, Gorilla City, pretty much just like we're going to see here, it's pretty much the Planet of the Apes. Grodd is still the one. Grodd's pretty much Caesar. He can speak. The others kind of do grunting, but they understand things on a different level. And remember, Grodd is a telepath. He can control people's minds and bodies. So,
But this time around, it sounds like they're not going to be foes. They're going to be like friends and allies, and he's going to help them.
oh, for this one, it does sound like it because he needs them to stop Solovar.
Yeah.
So-
who is this Solivar?
Solovar, I looked him up earlier, and then after that,
Like
it
Solivar.
disappeared.
I thought it was a typo and it was just Savitar again, and obviously I was wrong.
You were like
Solivar.
Solovar.
That's why I was like, this is not correct. But Solivar is Keith David, or Grodd is Keith David.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Like,
Well, Solovar
who is
is.
Solivar? Is it another gorilla?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Oh, sentient gorilla, etc., etc. Pretty much. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it's just another gorilla
Well,
Grodd that's like
kinda like-
Grodd's kind of pissed. He's his Brutus.
Yes. My eye, something is in
Like,
it.
did I just
Come
go
on.
Shakespeare with the Flash?
Not bad if you did. I mean, come on. It's literature. People are going to be against it? Nah. But so Solovar is his Brutus, and he will betray, well, he pretty much does betray Grodd, and Grodd wants his power. So, hey, Flash, there's a gorilla that's just running wild over here. Can you help me out with that? And he's like, I mean, to an extent, and this is something I've always thought is interesting with the Flash. He brokers deals with his villains,
He does.
where other heroes don't. But and
Deals with terrorists.
and people actually
Unless you're the
no,
Flash.
see,
Unless you're the Flash.
that's it, because
Unless you're Barry Allen.
other heroes do always question him about that. Like, wait, dude, you're not gonna arrest this guy? No. I told him next time I did see him, I wasn't gonna arrest him. And they're like, what?
Yeah, excuse me.
No. Since I wasn't gonna arrest him, but I did catch him, he's not gonna kill someone
Well,
on his next thing.
it's
And
kinda
they're like,
like-
what?
It's kind of like the way police officers have CIs and stuff. They have deals and they broker those kinds of things. So it's not that different.
No.
I guess.
And with that, I can deal with it. I guess I will be all right.
Yeah.
Shane.
What up,
Shane on Facebook says, I have to admit, I haven't been watching TV as much, but I was lost today. Is this an
Epilude?
epilude? Oh, okay. Epilude of what's
happening
happening in Rebirth. By the way, forgive me on bringing Rebirth up again. I will not forgive you for bringing up Rebirth again. No, it's fine. It's fine. Bring up Rebirth. It's okay. No. As far as how the story goes, Gorilla City has happened, oh my god, I don't know how many times now. Because it always happens every time we reboot. People love to hear about Grodd in the comics. So, but I don't believe it's a epilogue or, well, it wouldn't be an epilogue. It would be more of a prologue to Rebirth. I don't even know if DC CW is going to touch Rebirth. Because that's a lot
It's a
to
lot.
cover.
I don't know.
And think about all the people they have to substitute. They substitute Batman with, I guess, Arrow and all that other stuff. It's too much to do. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not in my opinion. What other news do we have? going on?
That's all like the big news that I know of. Because we already announced last week about Rosa, who shot himself, boyfriend.
Oh, geez.
You know, he's coming back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We have the musical episode that's filming
Eddie
right
Khan.
now. Jeremy Jordan just keeps posting about it, and I'm like, bro, I just need to hear it already. Can you just sneak me a peek on Snapchat or something?
Yeah,
And
something.
then also Ronnie coming back, Earth 3 Ronnie
Oh, boy.
joining us. on the show as, what is it, Deathstorm?
Yes.
So that's
Oh my
all
God,
the
yeah,
stuff from last week. So
that's
that's the big stuff is Jay coming back and not going back to the other timeline and what's coming up for this two-parter, which sounds super exciting.
That's true.
With Grodd leaving and now he's coming back, I've been wondering what's going on with that monkey.
Yeah.
Where you at, Gorilla?
Grodd, we have been
It's
waiting,
fine.
so it is kind of big. A lot of people are waiting for that. What's
Yeah.
happening in the room before
Oh,
we...
let me take a peek. If Kid Flash, it's this, Ryan Ninja Steel, says if Kid Flash goes to have a fight with Savitar, who do you think will win between Kid Flash and Savitar? Will he kill Kid Flash, or will Savitar be destroyed, or who will win? Flash and Savitar. I think that there's no question.
There's no question.
I think Kid Flash is still way too young. He doesn't know enough of his powers or how to use them. Right now, he just barely learned how to shake his way through buildings.
Oh
He
yeah,
doesn't-
that's right. That's right.
He doesn't throw lightning. He doesn't. He hasn't leveled up.
That's true. He hasn't. He hasn't been able to truly tap into the speed
He hasn't even
force.
traveled time yet.
No, exactly. So it's
For me, that's
automatically I'm gonna say
what that
Savitar.
is.
But then again, if you guys have been paying attention, I've been vocal about the whole thing
Yeah.
about him running into Savitar pretty much killing him, or my whole theory of
Yeah.
them getting lost in time.
Blackwing
Fate works
agrees
in
that DCTV ain't touching Rebirth. He's like, absolutely
Ain't
not.
happening.
Robert,
happening.
I will be your Valentine. Hello. He asked, I will do it.
No one
You're-
wants me to be their Valentine.
I'm
Guys,
sorry.
I'm a person here.
It's a thing.
Right? I have a heart.
Robin, this is a MAC lipstick. I'll leave a comment after the show and I'll tell you all about it. Do you guys, let's see, Dwayne says, so what do you guys think of the titles being more related to the episode? Maybe too much Attack on Gorilla City, then the next one being Attack on Central City, and the next one being Wrath of Savitar. They're just very on the nose.
Okay.
I
okay.
don't dislike it, but I don't like it all at the same time. I mean,
Okay, okay.
I like that I know where they're telling me it's going.
Okay.
But I don't feel like it, at this point they're not like Iris doesn't die. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
very true, very true.
It's not. It's separated enough. Like, okay, Attack on Gorilla City, Attack on Central City. Okay, so we know some shit's about to go down.
That's very true.
And that's
Very
how
true.
I look at it. I'm a little indifferent, but I guess I lean a little bit more towards the positive side of that. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And do we think, Dwayne again, do we think Grodd could go to Earth 1 or just stay in Earth 2? It would be interesting. Also, the Wrath, could it foreshadow a punishment, maybe even a death for Barry changing the future?
Oh, damn.
That's for you. I'm
That's pretty good.
Feel that.
Man. But the ramifications of that, as far as a death for Barry changing the future, I mean, we pretty much, that's what's going to happen. I hope you don't mean a death for Barry, like Barry's going to die. But a death due to that happening, it's what we're leading up to.
Yeah.
Barry needs to suffer for playing with time because Barry doesn't truly understand the ramifications of what he's doing. But one thing that I do notice with time travel, like it's annoying for me, all these villains keep having situations with Barry and they're like, I'm going to travel back in time and stop Barry. But you don't realize by traveling back in time to stop Barry, you're actually putting into fruition exactly what Barry's going to do to you.
Exactly.
It's a bootstrap paradox. I jumped back in time to stop it, but
make
now
it happen.
because I went back to stop it, now they're aware of what they're supposed to make happen, and they actually make it happen. So maybe you should stop going back in time to stop and kill Barry, because it just screws up everything. Just let it be. Great, I'm in jail right now. I'll be out in a little bit. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, live life in the now, guys.
Live
all I'm
life
saying.
in the now.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And Blackbeard says, I feel like this season's going up and down for me. Absolutely.
I agree
So
with you.
let's start going down the road so far.
Ooh, the road so far. Oh my God.
Sorry, I switched into Supernatural. My bad. I
like
wrote
it.
it,
It's like
the road so far. That's what
I
they
did,
do.
right?
I don't know if you watch that show.
That
They're like,
is,
the
that
road
is.
so far, and then like, the road now. And they use Carry On My Wayward Son because it's the perfect theme song for that show.
Oh yeah, that's true, especially because of the father and then the two kids. Yeah,
It's a
I get
thing.
it.
It's a
I get
thing.
it. I get it.
So this season started with
Okay.
the Flashpoint paradox happening.
Yes.
Barry, the finale of last season, Barry kisses Iris and it's like, I have to go do this for myself because you're a selfish ass, Barry Allen.
Yeah, you are, dude.
And then he goes into his Flashpoint land and he's like, oh, look, I'm with Iris. oh look, everything's magical,
Very true.
except I don't have my friends.
Very true.
You know, my
very
friends
true.
aren't friends.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's, I feel like that was the first step. I even think with his friends not being friends, he would have changed it just so they all liked it. He was forcing them on each other. He's like, Caitlin, you're a successful scientist? No. And then
Oh, yeah,
Cisco,
right?
you're a rich playboy?
Oh my god.
What? You know, it was
No,
kind of,
actually, Caitlin was a dentist.
oh, that's right. She was
Or
an
she was an
You're
orphan.
right.
Yeah, that's right. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, you guys should. You know some things about science, don't you?" No, not
Yeah.
science. I don't know about thermonuclear blah blah blah.
Yeah,
No, I don't
it's
know
like
that.
you need tooth cleaning.
Yeah, exactly.
I can
That
feel
was
it
it.
happening.
That was it. So,
It was like,
ah,
you know, even we had Badass Iris.
yeah.
What else is going on? Joe, was he still cop? I get my
Joe-
timelines mixed
Joe
up.
was
Or was he
kinda
the,
a washed
or
up
was
cop.
he the singer?
He-
No, that's Earth 2 Joe.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Joe was a washed-up cop, right? Drunk.
He was an alcoholic.
Yeah, he was a drunk. And
Wally was Kid Flash.
Wally was Kid Flash, and Iris was Kick-Ass Iris. She was the cop that pretty much her and her brother, amazing crime-fighting duo.
Yes.
So that was cool. And she, like you pointed out earlier, we talked about it off camera. You said, well, she's becoming that now.
She is. She's becoming Badass Iris now.
See?
Like, we all know it's in her. Like, on Other Earth, she's also a kick-ass police
That's right,
officer.
that's right.
In this one, she, you know, she wasn't a full police officer in Flashpoint. Wasn't she just, like, the reporter and, like, kind of like the Felicity Snow?
I think so, kind of, yeah.
Like, version of that. So then she was
That's
like,
right.
crime fighting, rah, rah. Like, we all know it's in her. She just needed the catalyst. And right now, that catalyst is
getting it.
happening for her. Because she's like, I'm going to die. Well, then I'm going to make my mark on the world. And then when she doesn't die, she's going to be like, let's do this. I can.
That's true. That's
you
true.
know,
She's going to face death and be
I
like,
say
can
not going to
handle
die
it.
because there's no way they're doing it. There's absolutely no way.
There isn't.
Did you have a favorite moment from Flashpoint, from that universe in this series?
You know what? I'm going to honestly say it. I feel that Flashpoint for me in some ways was kind of sad and depressing because it wasn't what we were accustomed to. It wasn't
Absolutely.
like to see Caitlin not live up to her potential. That was like, damn, it just breathes an air of defeat.
Yeah.
And so for me, that and yet Iris was kind of a badass. I think that probably was my favorite moment because it was like she was like, I'm not taking shit. And this is how
Yeah.
it works. I did love that. Kid Flash, the first time I saw him, I was like, that was it. Jaw to the floor. I just sat up like, oh, this is amazing. So actually, the West family.
The badass.
The West family
minus
was good.
Joe's alcoholism.
Minus Joe's alcoholism. The West
Fair
family
enough.
was dope.
My favorite was Playboy Rich Man Cisco.
Ooh.
Like,
yes.
You know, like Cisco has a place in my heart. I love Carlos. I need him to be on this show. Can we make this happen, team? Can you share this video to Carlos?
Yeah.
And be like, be a guest on this show,
Oh
please.
my God, I'd
Because
love
one, we have to get him and Ernie in the same room.
Oh my God! Can you guys open your eyes?
And then I just need to either have the glass shattered or keep loving Cisco Ramon.
That's it. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's
That
what
makes sense.
that's what I need about it.
That's what
I
need.
want him on this show more than I want Grant Gustin, and that's saying a lot.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Grant Gustin's number 2. Don't get me wrong.
He is number 2. I mean, come on. You know, Glee. Then come
Like,
on.
he's
Come on.
a 757 guy just like me.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know,
Oh my God.
I noticed
that's
there was an
right.
episode where he had like the injury right here,
Uh-huh.
and it was just like covered in blood on his ribs, and that's because he has a Virginia tattoo that says 757, and they had to
Okay.
use the blood to cover it. So I just thought, I was like, that's hilarious.
Oh wow.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even it. I like that.
Anyway,
I like
I'm
that.
such a creep. It's fine.
No, no. it's fine.
Yeah, I like, you know, Caitlin's like my least favorite character. So her not living up to her potential and her kind of not being a part of the team, I was fine with. But that's my favorite. I love Cisco, and I love how he was such a playboy, and I love how he had like all these hot model women, and I'm like, look at you. And that Cisco is still alive in our universe a little bit. With
A
like,
little bit. He's getting there. He's
how,
getting there.
yeah, like the way he flirts, and how he's like, you know, with, especially with that bounty hunter girl, Gypsy, like that.
my
Their
God.
flirting was
That
so,
was so
beautiful.
Good. That was so good. He was like, "Look, we can just calm down and talk about this. There's a coffee shop." Man, he didn't break
everything.
character and lose at all. He was
love
just
him.
like, "Look, okay, I know you want to kill me. Tell me why you want to kill me." at the coffee shop down the street. I was like, man.
I will buy you a croissant.
He was serious about it.
Yeah, like, so did you guys have a favorite moment in Flashpoint? Was there something you wish carried over more, or things that you're also seeing that have kind of fleshed out a little bit from that universe? Let us know in the comments. Tell us what you think about the Flashpoint and everything going on in there.
I like that. That's actually true.
Yeah.
We'd love to know what you guys thought was like your big moment, in at least in the Flashpoint world.
Yes.
In Flashpoint, let us know. But moving on through it, beyond our favorite moments, well,
The decision to change everything and beg Eobard to kill his mother was Wally dying.
yeah.
I find that interesting.
Oh, well, do you think that was kind of type and shadow pointing towards what may happen in the future?
Are you saying there was some foreshadowing happening with Wally's death? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I'm thinking so.
From that dance show. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I wish I should have prepped that clip.
I know.
I
It's
should have
okay.
prepped
We
that
did
clip.
it. We'll prep it for next
Oh
week. It'll just
my
be
God.
a glorious moment of Wally.
We'll
for next week.
just say greatest moments in Flash history and
It's
just show
fine.
that. Okay. But no, people are like, what are we talking about now?
I know, it's cool. There's just like, if you look at where the actor who played Wally comes from, he was on a really great show called Dance Academy from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. He's Australian. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hey,
so Flashpoint kind of gets fixed with the
Yes.
exception of a couple things, with Cisco's brother still being dead.
Yes.
Is a big one. There was something else that has completely left my mind. Let me know. what that is.
Well, we had ripples going out through everyone else's life.
Oh, yeah.
We had Diggle. Who
Diggle having a
no
daughter.
longer have a daughter. He had
Is
a
a
boy now
son.
or
Yeah,
something,
like-
and all these other things. He wouldn't have known anyway. He didn't have to tell him. And
I
then
know.
he tells everyone else how their life is now
Si-
different.
to be fair, Cisco told them.
True.
Cisco had a moment, and all that broke down.
Cisco. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That moment was the moment where I was kind of upset with Cisco. Even though I love him to death, I mean, he got really upset. Man, it was like, give me a mop, because I'm going to knock over this tea. I'm not going to spill it. I'm just going to, here it goes, and tell everybody everything. I was like, man.
It's like,
Why would you do this to us?
know.
But he did, and we moved on from it, so fine.
yeah. So, and then it brought us to our new villain, pre-Savitar, before we knew who Savitar was Alchemy. It also gave us our favorite character ever of Julian.
Yeah, well,
Not favorite character ever, but our favorite newest addition. I like him.
I
You know,
gotta say, I do. I really do. I really do. Because there are moments where he says what I'm thinking, and it's really mean. And I'm
It's
like,
really mean.
It's true though. It's true. He is the guy. It's like, you know what? All right, there's no qualms about it. I'm gonna tell you exactly
Yeah.
how I feel, what I think, and you're gonna deal with it. And that's what he does.
Yeah.
I love it. And also with Julian, we did get Alchemy.
Yes. Which we
And-
called. It was so obvious.
We knew from jump when they were like, "Oh, alchemy and blah blah, etc. etc." You read the character breakdown, and you knew right there. You were like, sounds like a split
Julian.
personality to me."
Got it.
Julian, and
He is from Harry Potter.
yeah, and
So-
we said it that
And it's a
day.
philosopher's stone.
Yeah, come on! Oh, come on!
Like, Tom Felton, I love
Oh,
you. Thank you
God.
for, like, just doing it anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to know that you finally got it. So.
Yeah, and
You know?
it gave us some of like Alchemy's villains, and I think so. We have the rival who came back, who was from Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Because all these villains are from Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Magenta,
Oh.
who had the eye thing,
I kind of dug her story when that thing where she like kind of just killed her dad with the
because he was abusive.
wow.
We had Shade.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Shade did.
No, nobody remembers Shade. Shade was there and gone. Nobody cared.
Yeah, we had Plunder. You can knock out Deadshot.
You had Plunder. I didn't. Oh God.
I know. And then we
Ugh.
have Clive Yorkin, who turned people into mummies. He was
Pretty
kind of
dope.
cool and
Pretty
super
dope.
terrifying.
Pretty dope.
But Plunder has a big like story point
He
as
well,
far as
he was added
this whole
on for
Savitar stuff.
yeah. That's right. He was added on for that reason. That was
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah, Tom Craven. Julian totally doesn't have the social graces. That's fair.
Oh,
he has
the social
zero,
grace is what you're gonna say. Okay, that's
zero
polite.
filter.
That's polite. He has no
and that's
filter.
okay because I like him. It's fine.
He's really mean. He's a dick. He's
Yeah.
Oh, well, they called him a dick too at one time. They said, "Oh, well, you don't have to be a dick." And then that's so yeah, he is though.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? Out of those, who did you like the most?
Out of all of them?
You said Rival, Magenta.
Well, and then we
Shade,
also had like
Plunder,
those two
and York.
rogues because we had that random Snart episode
Oh,
that weren't alchemy villains. We had it was
Master
and Top.
Top.
Which they were fun, but
Okay,
I
you
felt
know-
like such a waste of space because we talked about that. That was like the waste of Flash's time. Were
That
actually
was.
those villains because that was
Ugh,
out of
they were
them,
wafts.
they were super
Definitely.
womps.
But out of that, even including those wafts, who
My
did you?
favorite one probably Magenta because I felt like she was the most fleshed out.
Okay.
She had the best story and she had pretty cool powers.
Okay.
What about
okay. Magenta also, actually,
Okay.
because of her story. It was dark and it went somewhere for a bit.
Yeah.
And they had to team up to Flash and him. No, was it Jesse Quick
What?
and him had to team up to stop her? They had to get on top of the building and run.
It was Jesse. That was the first time Jesse
that's
teamed
right.
up with him.
And they ran, and that
She
was pretty
like
cool.
lifting the building,
I loved it. I loved it.
making everything fall crumble to the ground. On the ground.
On the
Sorry.
on the page, I have to mention this.
Oh yeah.
Matt, oh my gosh, Matt the Rat, the man with the legend, also said, well, he runs a network on YouTube and also on a podcast. It's called Comics After Dark. Guys, check it out. But Matt said, anyone feel like Wally might die instead of Iris?
I've been saying this. I have been saying
I
this, Matt.
think-
I agree. I think, and I'm kind of rooting for it because I don't want it to be Joe, but I think it's either going to be Wally or Joe.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, dude, I've been saying this
You
for
did
weeks.
say that. Oh yeah, we even had questions.
Saying
We had
this.
questions about it. I really think it's going to be Wally. I hope it's going to be Wally. 'Cause it's like, oh hey, we introduced him, but we can't have a show with just two speedsters sitting there and call it The Flash still. So we got to get rid of one. Just saying. Just saying.
I don't know.
You know,
This is what I think.
possible. But we did ask
Yeah.
a question, of course. What did you guys have? Mine was Magenta. Yours was Magenta.
Yeah, we
but
totally
out of
did.
Rival, Magenta, Shade, Plunder, Clive Yorkin, Mirror Master, and the Top. Who was your favorite villain up to this point? Let us know. Make sure to go ahead and include it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be discussing it in a bit. But moving on with just the story so far, Savitar.
Sabotage.
There's so much to deal with Savitar, but the one big thing is his prophecy.
Yeah.
I mean, we know what Savitar is there for, which is to pretty much kill the Flash. It's a given. That's what every villain's there for, ultimately.
What did he do to piss everyone off so bad?
Well, he stops them from killing everyone else. That's the whole thing. Savitar himself said, "You trapped me where I was," and
yeah. Maybe Grodd helps them trap him. Like,
could be.
let's bring in a gorilla that can.
Who
roll
knows?
him.
We have no idea, but we know that it does happen. So he travels back in time
Yep.
to stop him, and he does something even worse that the other people couldn't do, which is kill Iris. Well, in this kind of alternate
Yes.
timeline, he kills Iris, and with that, he also gives him a not even an ultimatum. It's a prophecy where one will die. What is it?
Suffer a fate
someone
worse
else
than
will
death.
suffer a fate worse than death, and last but not least,
So,
betrayal.
Betrayal.
So with that, who do we think will die? Who do we think will suffer a fate worse than death? And who will be the one to betray him? That's the question that everyone's wondering. That's the question everyone needs to know. And what do you think?
If I was to plan it out in this way, I think Wally will die,
Okay.
which I think makes Joe suffer a fate worse than death by losing a child.
Ooh. Okay.
And if the IMDb accidental thing is correct, Cisco's been real salty for a while.
Okay.
And it could be Cisco who betrays them as Savitar. What do you think?
Well, I know we still have people showing up. I think the death will be probably Joe. I agree with that. Fate worse than death, I think it's Wally. Wally's going to end up disappearing, lost in the time speed force. And yeah, that's my thing. And betrayal, Eddie Thawne. He's coming back. He's coming back with powers or something. Maybe he does show up and they think it's just a regular Eddie. Maybe it's an Eddie from the other Earth or whatever like that the whole
Has to
time.
be.
And then he betrays them.
Maybe.
Boom! I just
Whoa.
said it, blew your minds.
I was like, whoa.
Doing it.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
What do you guys think? We'd love to know. Who do you think he's going to die? Who is going to suffer a fate worse than death? And last but not least, who is going to betray Barry?
Who's gonna betray the team?
Or the team? You guys let us know. Also, still waiting to find out what you guys think about who's your favorite villain so far. But moving on from that,
Where are we going next?
can I finally ask? Can you do it?
There's nothing else that we want to discuss. Do we want to check the chats? Want to check the chats before we move on?
Okay. All right,
Okay.
fine.
Let's just see what you guys were talking about because I saw lots of things were going on.
Let me see. Ooh.
Blackwing says Cisco was acting mad salty and I ticked him off. I agree. Oh shoot. Carlos Martinez says, I wonder what would Barry say if Jay found out what Barry's trying to do. So like when Jay shows up, Jay Garrick shows up and is like, why are you trying to mess with stuff again?
Right.
Why don't you just let it play out and we'll figure it out? Like he's already schooled him a couple of times about messing with the timelines. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Oh my God.
That's what I think, yeah. Carlos also asks, do you think Dr. Alchemy will come back this season? So as Julian, because is Alchemy 100% Julian from Flashpoint? Or can Alchemy be anybody?
Shoot.
Like if they have the stone.
If
can
they
it
have the
be
stone,
anybody?
are they possessed by the stone itself and they become alchemy? I don't know.
I don't know either. Do any of you guys know? Is that how that works? Is it whoever possesses the stone, or does it have to be Julian?
If you guys know, I'd love to know.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
my.
I
Because
know
then,
it's-
if it has to be Julian, I don't know. I think maybe they'll let that run its course. If it can be anybody, then I don't see why not.
And if
Like-
it was to be anyone, why didn't Savitar just pick anyone else already?
Yeah.
Well, I know right here
Yeah,
in
go for it.
here they're
While I
going in,
read.
they're saying, well, they believe Tom Craven, bravo. I love when Tom comes in, he says it, he's been saying it for a while. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, death has to be satisfied. So someone's going to die.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely, someone
the
is
thing
dying.
we're still wondering who. It's a big question of who is going to die, who's going to betray him, and who suffers the fate worse than death. I mean, even if death has to be satisfied, apparently there's a fate worse than death. Mm-hmm. So which one is it and what's it going
Yeah.
to be?
Tom Craven says fate worse than death would be Caitlyn because she can't control her powers. So for her, that could possibly be a fate worse than death.
Oh, jeez.
I still don't understand that.
We said that before, and I get upset when I...
Caitlyn not being able to control her powers. I'm like, why does it turn her into a villain? I just, that whole, and there's gotta be, is it just, am I just supposed to accept that as truth? It really bothers me. That's like one big thing about her storyline, her powers. That's
It's a
driving me
huge
crazy.
plot hole that they really didn't think out all the way. And now they're like, damn, we have to run with this. Yeah, you do now. Your Frankenstein's coming to get you.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense. I don't get it.
You watch DC Legends.
Yes.
I don't. So this is a question for you. The Scourge of Carpathia, Vigo. Didn't Cisco come to terms with everything in the episode where he went back in time with Legends?
As far as his brother dying and things of that nature, I believe that was the reason why he's now chill about it and he's accepted it. Because at the end of the episode, he does talk to Barry. And
Of DC Legends?
yeah, at the
Oh.
end, he talks to Barry and everything's
Okay.
supposed to be great. And they're supposed to be okay now. So
There you
yeah,
go.
that is true. That's exactly where it did happen. So with that being the case, why would he betray him?
I don't know.
I get that. Good job. I forgot
right.
all about that.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I don't watch the show, so my theory
No, yeah,
stands
yeah,
from
yeah.
only my current knowledge.
Exactly. Not a
Tom
problem.
Craven says maybe Eddie is cobalt blue.
Oh, shoot.
I
That
don't-
makes so much sense. I saw. Okay, there's a.
I don't know who that is.
There's a
Who
graphic.
is that?
There's a graphic.
I need to learn something.
He's another speedster.
Oh.
It's just another speedster. There's a
Since
graphic
his grandson,
designer.
great grandson is a speedster.
Yeah.
However that
true,
works out.
True. There's a graphic designer by the name of Boss Logic, and he's usually spot on when he does his little like reveals. Once he heard Eddie Thawne was on there, he did put him in Cobalt Blue's suit, and put the picture up, it went. The internet went crazy over it, and it's been like the image they keep using lately when they say, "Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back." So maybe he is going to be Cobalt Blue. Because
Okay.
he is coming back with powers, and that's something everyone's going crazy
Is he?
about.
Did he say that?
It's something that was speculated, and they didn't deny it, and Berlanti just smiled.
Yeah. All right.
So I guess it's going to happen. What else is happening there?
Let's see. I'm sorry. Dwayne says, I believe it could be a way to weaken Savitar, and that could have been because the death wasn't Iris. So wait, let me back up. He's got more up here. Okay.
Ooh.
I wish you understood why he says you did this to me, and saying my freedom is at your hands, and you will feel my wrath of Savitar. That can mean there's a blade with Jessie, and she drops it. I believe it could be a way to weaken Savitar, because the death wasn't Iris.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Shoot.
I don't know. There's a lot. There's so much. Carlos Martinez thinks, I think Caitlyn will end up betraying them in future episodes. Because probably with her powers and all the Killer Frosty stuff.
I just wanna say-
Blackwing totally forgot about Cobalt Blue too. So.
Yeah, see? I'm telling you. But I just
But
wanna
Carlos
say-
Martinez does not think Eddie is going to be Cobalt Blue. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I mean,
That's what's going on in the chat
that's
over here.
fair,
We're on
that's
now
fair.
Theory Land.
Over here, people are just jumping into the page. They're not really saying much besides what we've already covered.
Yeah.
I just want to say shout out to Shane, which you did comment. I said hello to you. Mike, and hey, DJ. That's the man, the myth, the legend.
Wait,
DJ,
oh, is he
hashtag
in here?
family. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I just like the fact that you're in the room. Yeah, just
Boop.
thumbs up, buddy. Okay. Anything else in the room, or can we finally get
Okay.
to something? that-
Okay.
Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen,
I have to.
the moment you all have been waiting for.
Yeah, I have to run away from the YouTube chat room for a minute. I apologize.
Yeah, we're sorry, but there's a lot happening.
I have to pick
There's a really
this
big breakdown that
moment.
we're going to carry and go over with
Excuse
you
me while I
guys.
clear my throat to do this. I need water. I did not bring water, and I can just hear it and feel it. Anyway, so I teased
Beer.
a beer. I just need something.
Producer
I
Josh
teased
trying to
last
get us
week.
drunk on Valentine's Day.
What a douche.
It's not a good thing because if he is going to get us drunk, there could be a lot of things happening, and that could be
Yeah.
bad.
So I teased last week about a new CW show. Another DC character, because that's who CW does. And it being pretty awesome. And then it had to do with... I'm not drinking that. That's disgusting.
Oh wow!
But thank you. I appreciate it.
See, don't give me this Michigan water. I'm sorry I said it, guys, because that's something that we should.
I don't like beer.
I shouldn't like man.
So this
Hey, you want
new...
to drink too?
Let me finish.
Yes.
This new, I can pull up the YouTube chat on here. New TV show is Black Lightning.
Now.
This guy's real excited.
I already knew that it was Black Lightning when you started to bring it up.
Yeah, I gave a really good hint.
You did, and I remember you guys last week. I jumped out of my chair and I was like,
Yeah.
"It's Black Lightning!" And everyone in the room laughed. You guys didn't notice it, but everyone
Yeah.
laughed and was like, "Man, he's really excited." But I gotta say, I gotta give a little bit of background info. So
Yeah,
you guys
I don't really know much about Black Lightning.
What
So I'm really excited. I like that they're doing, I guess it's a little bit more obscure, a little bit not as super popular as some of
Yeah,
these.
very
Yeah.
true. Now, see the thing with the whole story of Black Lightning as far as production wise.
Okay.
Fox passed on the Black Lightning project. They gave like a pilot production.
Yeah.
They gave a pilot production commitment, and then they chose to pass on it. So Greg Berlanti, still being attached to it, picked it and went to CW and said, "Guys, let's just do this." And CW said, "Fine." So that means you're gonna have 5 shows right now. He says fine because he knows, which I know you guys already know this. Everyone's already talked about it. Amel confirmed it and then shut up about it. But they're looking to end Arrow soon. So CW won't have 5 shows.
Yeah.
Probably they'll only have 4, which is good. So they went ahead and made that change, and they said they're going to go ahead and bring it on. And they sent out for it. And along with sending out for it, they have, are they called casting call signs?
It's a casting breakdown.
Casting
So
breakdown.
sometimes they're under code names. Code names. Some like as the whole project or even characters.
Yes.
But the descriptions are just so on the nose that you're like, oh, that's not who it is. Sorry. You can always like tell sometimes, like, because executive producers are listed, casting directors are listed, and a lot of times those producers produce the same types of shows. They also like to stick to the same casting teams.
Yes.
Yes. So I have the breakdown in front of me. So I'm going to read this breakdown, and Daniel and I are going to discuss the Black Lightning. And is this a character, let me ask this, is this a character that could cross over really well into all these other shows?
Okay, this is the thing. My concern with Black Lightning. Back in the early 2000s, when JLA did their relaunch of DC, they brought Black Lightning in, and when they did, he was their street-level character. He was the urban hero, and he dealt with, I guess, some political things, some civil rights issues, blah, blah, et cetera, et cetera. And then also larger things as well.
Right.
It's, when they were looking to put it on Fox, first I was kind of excited because Fox, what they do with their heroes, they make it dark, very, far more adult content. Things of that nature. They try to get as close to Marvel's Netflix without being Marvel's Netflix, because they can't be. So I was excited for it, and it would have stayed pretty close to character. So to answer the question, it's a little different.
Okay.
He's a little different as far as the character is than what we have here on DCCW. But what we have established with DCCW is that everyone is a little bit different. Because, hey, we know it's TV.
Yeah.
So
That's okay.
With that being the case,
but CW is still very relevant, and they do. They have become much more of, I don't want to say relevant, that's not the right word. They hit harder topics. Like, you know, with Riverdale, they talked about slut shaming and social media and things like that. And that's something they wouldn't have done a while ago, like even a handful of years ago, you know, so they actually are hitting harder topics. They have characters who have alcohol problems. They have characters that have drug addictions. You know, there's
that's true.
Even on Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, one of the characters left the show because he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So like they do hit real topics. They're not just a fluffy teen network anymore.
But when it comes to the heroes, do you feel that they'll be able to get that across and still have it in a world where they'll be able to do crossovers? As far as Black Lightning, because Black Lightning, essentially see Luke Cage, and then imagine a show like Luke Cage being able to cross over with what we have in.
I don't see why not.
CW.
I mean, Luke Cage is blow him up and take out the cursing, and it's the same thing.
But the political content,
Absolutely.
the social commentary, do you think these are things that would be able to be addressed on CW? And not
the VP of
not
television
CW?
shows is a lovely African American woman. She doing what she wants.
That's very true. That's very true. That's very true.
The VP of series, she makes decisions, and she's bomb. And like,
but with that also, that's cool. That's
the whole
great.
point is to do edgier material.
But do you think it will kind of bog down when they do like crossovers? Is it going to kind of bog down the crossover, or is it going to?
I think they'll just keep it up, but I think they'll make it fit whatever show that they're doing and whatever the storyline they're trying to get across at the moment.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Let's get into it then.
Okay, let's do this. So, okay, we've got, and then you're gonna have to tell me if this is actually his name or not.
Okay.
Because I don't, or they're these characters' names, because I don't 100% know. We have Jefferson Pierce.
Yes.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Okay. Male, African American, late 30s to 50s. Handsome, fit with an athletic build, former 3-time gold medal decathlon winner who is now principal of a high school in South Central LA. A father figure to his students and hero to the local community, Jefferson is charming, charismatic, smart, and has both warmth and humor. He is devoted to his 2 daughters and remains deeply in love with his ex-wife, Lynn. He also has great passion for justice and a quick temper that he has spent years learning how to control. Think Idris Elba.
That's a lot, and it's really accurate. It's really accurate. Actually, not even playing away from it. They were like, all right, we're just literally going to give you the breakdown of exactly who he is. Here you go. And I love that.
Does he have superpowers or no?
Oh yes, he does.
Oh, okay.
Black Lightning. The name Black Lightning. He literally is that. Yet he gets that name when he was in track and field.
Gotcha.
But he does have the power of electricity, where he can turn into pure electricity.
Oh, that's
also.
cool. Like Electro.
So yeah, he can actually travel
From
through.
Spider-Man.
Exactly, or like Livewire.
Livewire, yeah.
Boom. Imagine the male Livewire. But he happens to know a lot more as far as how to use his abilities.
Okay.
And it's amazing. He had a moment where he teamed up with the Flash, and
Oh, so you just
he
said teams up with the Fed.
Yes.
So you answered that whole question you had a second ago.
Well,
you did it yourself.
Well, I did.
He teamed up with the Flash and it was awesome. So yes, Daniel, to answer the question I asked you earlier, yes, they could team up together.
Sure.
Who would you cast in this role? Like, who are
Okay.
some thoughts that you have?
So
and guys in the chat as well, with the description I just gave, who would you cast as Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning?
My first choice is a character that, a man who's we've known before. We've seen him on Lost. If you've ever watched Lost, Mr. Echo would be the man that I would love to see. It's hard for me to pronounce the name.
He was Killer Croc.
Yeah, he was Killer
In
Croc.
Suicide Squad.
In Suicide Squad, that's right. And that would be Adwale Akinye.
I will butcher it.
Agbagye. I'm not saying his name right. I'm sorry. I'm not that well when it comes to very ethnic names. I'm not. I try, and then it's either I'm going to start rolling it off into like a French way of doing it because I'm Haitian, or I'm lost. But
It's okay.
You've seen him
It's
once
okay.
before. As far as seeing him in Lost, I think he would be my character I would
choice.
love to see, because it's like they said, thank Idris Elba. He's not going to be on the show. So think of someone else. I would love to see him. My only problem is DC money. He already is making big screen DC money.
Hey, if J-Lo can come back to television, anyone can come back to television.
Okay.
You know, you got people on HBO, like big names on HBO.
Ooh.
I understand this is a CW show, but
That's a good
still,
point.
if it's a character you want to do, you'll do it.
Ooh. Okay.
Continue.
okay,
Who's
we'll
next
do
on
that.
your list of
My
casting choices?
next one would be Benga Akinagbe.
What is he from?
He's from a few different things. I really forget. I'm sorry. I really forgotten. The Wire, of course. He's been on The Wire before. And his acting chops are the thing that are really good for me.
Okay.
He plays a character on The Wire where it's just like, you remember him. And even after he dies,
Yeah.
and he goes on, there are people writing in saying, why can't we bring him back? Flashbacks or something. They wanted to see him so much.
Yeah.
He was actually in the league to be Cottonmouth on.
But I love that actor who plays Cottonmouth.
That would be a good one too.
I think he would be
That
great.
would
Like,
be
he
a
was actually
good
my
one.
first choice when I
See,
read this.
exactly, but I was like,
He's so charming. Like, he steals any scene.
Marvel.
that, like, he's in.
yeah.
Moonlight.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Hidden Figures.
Whoa.
I loved it when he was on the 300. I don't know if y'all watched that show or
Oh,
not.
there
Back
you
in the
go.
day on USA.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really good. He'd be good.
4400. Thank
There
you.
go. I'm sorry.
I said what I said. 300.
And
It's fine.
my last option for it would be if you guys watch TBS, or as I call it, Tyler Broadcasting System, TBS. Tyler Perry has every show in the world on there. There's a character. There's an actor named Lance Gross. Now Lance Gross fits the description. He's kind of young. I know they said late 30s
Yeah.
to 50s, but black don't crack, blah, blah, yada, yada. You cast him with the proper people, he may make it as far as being
Give him
that
a little
guy.
gray, just a
Give him a
little.
little gray,
A little
It wouldn't
something,
be bad.
something.
Well, most likely he's probably already graying. It's just, hey, don't diet too much. And there you go,
Yeah.
a little bit in the beard, a little bit on the top, you're good. Lance, I think, would be
Yeah.
a great one. He fits the description physically. And because he's making TV money already, I think he wouldn't have a problem making DC TV money.
Okay. Blackwing suggests Morris Chestnut.
Here's the thing. Morris Chestnut, older, bigger.
He can lay down.
I think he can, but I don't know if he's
I was
willing
talking
to.
to Omar Epps, like
Omar Epps is doughy like me.
Mackay Pfeiffer.
Kai Pfeiffer is doughy like me.
You said-
And
I'm
those
sorry.
men do not have...
If Chris Pratt can get an 8-pack.
Both those men have 10 years over Chris
I
Pratt.
don't care. Tom Craven says Michael J. White.
I thought about that. Dude is jacked and can't drop his size.
And
my
Black Queen
answer.
also just says, just call him AAA.
AAA.
Edges of Reality says
like
it
that.
has to be a 20-something unknown actor. This is the CW. Incorrect. The CW is slightly stepping away from their model-esque ways. And it just has to be an attractive, that's why I said slightly. I see you.
All right, come on.
They're slightly stepping away. They're getting a little bit more everyday person on their television shows.
Yes.
So it has to be an African American from 30s to 50s. That is the requirement of this character. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Joseph Deckelmeyer says,
Who's that guy?
Isaiah Mustafa, the Old Spice guy. Phantom Ranger out.
Oh, that's actually good. He is more of a comedic actor. He's part of a comedy troupe. But
Doesn't matter.
actually, I think he'd be a good one because he's slim but muscular. And I bet he'd be able to hit the points pretty well. Man, that's a good one. Bravo, stranger guy who just showed up.
Phantom
I don't-
out.
I don't know who that guy is though. Joseph?
Joseph Deckelmeyer?
Deckelmeyer?
What kind of last name is that?
I don't know. Sounds like a fake one to me.
All right, moving on to the next character in this breakdown. We have, is it Anissa? Anissa?
Mm-hmm.
Female African American to play 22. Jefferson's Eider daughter. Beautiful, quick-witted, and intelligent, intense and passionate, Anissa has a great respect for her father. Anissa balances the demands of medical school with her duties as a part-time teacher at Jefferson School. Series regular.
Ooh.
So this is where they'll go back to their model-esque ways. It will be an absolutely beautiful girl who is very smart and looking to be a doctor because she's beautiful, quick-witted, intelligent. So she's the end-all, be-all of beautiful with a badass daddy.
You know what? I know there are multiple people, and for me, I didn't choose any of the any additional people. As far as like when I went through the casting, mine was focusing more on just Jefferson Pierce. But if I had to, I would. We're not gonna have the pictures for this because I'm just pulling this up out of nowhere. But what about Kyla Pratt?
Oh, she's super cute.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if she falls into their definition of beautiful. So does she need to be conventionally stunning? Because to me, Kyla is so adorable.
she is adorable, but she has been playing roles where that gravitas of being the daughter of a
That's
superhero
fair.
like him, and then also
Yeah.
being able to just come into her own powers as well. And I think she can play both sides.
What about the girl from Spring Queens,
Oh,
whose name
Keke
has
Palmer.
Keke Palmer,
Oh my, that's a good one.
right?
Keke
Keke Palmer.
If she's,
So it gets them a name
she's
if they
done-
go with an unknown.
True, if she's done with that and her book signing tour deals. 'Cause I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. I got something in the mail in the mail that said,
Yeah.
"Would you like to go to her book signing?"
Oh, and
I
you were
was
like, okay.
"What the? What? She can't even write her own lyrics. What do you mean she's writing a book? I don't know." But anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, don't let me, throw dirt on her name. That was just a little shade.
Yeah, she would,
It's a little
off
shade.
the top of my head, that would be my Keke Palmer if she's no longer doing Scream Queens.
Damn, your choice is better than mine.
Just saying.
I like
Just
that.
putting it out there.
I like that.
Let's see. Tom Craven says Vanessa Hudgens. Wrong ethnicity.
Yeah,
Doesn't
sorry.
Sorry?
Maybe.
doesn't work.
Maybe.
Blackwing likes the Kyla Pratt option. He also says Keke Palmer.
Oh,
Carlos Martinez says Karen Ashley. Look who's that?
Karen Ashley. I don't know. Something's telling me no.
Because Robin Chan agrees.
I'm thinking.
So, I don't know.
Karen Ashley.
Is that a real person? Is someone playing a trick on us?
What? Oh, from Power Rangers. That's why you're saying Karen Ashley. Karen, I think, one, physically, she'd be able to take the rigorous work that goes along with being that character because she would dress up and actually fight and things of that nature. But
Yeah. Well, does his daughter fight with him?
well, they end up getting their powers and they become like kind of team up for it. It would be interesting, but I'm not going crazy about it. I'm not going crazy over it.
Yeah,
as far as
Black
that.
Queen Seduction is Megan Good, but I think she's too old. She doesn't look 22. She's
Yeah.
beautiful. She could be like his wife.
Yeah, yeah. The one that says the 40 something, that's actually, she's in my list.
Oh, really?
For the wife thing.
For the wife?
For the
All
wife.
right, let's move on to Jennifer. Female, African American, legal 18 to play 16, so we need a younger girl. Jefferson's younger daughter, Jennifer, is a scholar athlete, beautiful with a lean athletic runner's build. She is an entitled feminist of the Pierce family, independent and outspoken with a wild streak. Also, series regular.
Oh, jeez.
That's where she could come in.
Kyla Pratt?
Yeah, Kyla Pratt.
Actually, that would be better. That
She'd
would
be
be
super-
good.
yeah,
and
she's
she would
super
look like,
cute, and
compared,
she- yeah.
compared to Keke Palmer and seeing them together, she would be the younger one.
Yes.
And you could see that go through.
Absolutely.
That's actually better.
Boom.
I-
Did we just cast this for you?
I think we just cast it.
CW.
Look at that. Guys, are you guys paying attention? Because I think we just casted it for you.
Yeah.
And we already said Megan Good as the mother, but let's
Yeah.
go into the breakdown on
So
that.
Lynn, this is the wife he's hung up on. Ex-wife, female, African-American, mid-30s to 50s, exudes confidence and intelligence, beautiful but not to be trifled with. It can exhibit both great emotional depth as well as flirtatious, mischievous side. Series regular.
Why not? Why not? Like you just
yeah.
said before, Megan Good.
Megan Good
is
for sure.
Or have you seen HBO's show Insecure?
Yeah, the main girl?
Yeah. Not as long. You
No,
don't see
I
it?
don't see that, no.
Mm,
It's the definition of beautiful.
okay.
It's the
okay.
CW's definition of beautiful. Let me rephrase that.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
She
I
needs
get what you're
to
saying.
be traditionally beautiful, not unconventionally pretty. You know what I mean?
I think Issa could do it because, well, the short hair, but then also the way it is, it makes it sound like she's like freaking a younger Claire Huxtable
Yeah.
for a moment. You know, it's just pretty much that's what you're looking for. And usually, lately, when a woman has short hair and they wear those pencil dresses or whatever,
Yeah.
short hair and a pencil dress, it's like she's a lawyer and she's here to tell you what to do. So you just see her walk in like, I have short hair and you're not doing things right, and blah blah, and walk away. You're like, damn. He's not doing things right. I agree with her. Like, yeah, it can work.
Yeah.
But it's
But
still not as good.
the
as,
way it describes her, she's beautiful but not to be trifled with. So to me, that means she's beautiful and people think that she's dumb.
So Megan Good would be better.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I
she,
get what you're saying.
you look
I
at
get
her
what
and
you're
you're
saying.
like, whatever, and then she schools your ass, and then you're like, oh shit.
That's true, actually.
That's what it has
She
to
come
be.
through just
You know who
tossing
I also
shade
think would be
everywhere.
great?
Who?
Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle, can we get you back? Can I bring you?
Please,
on?
because I know you're doing that show on BET right now, and it's called Being Mary Jane. But hey, you can also be what's her
Lynn.
name? You can also be Lynn besides being Mary Jane. Gabrielle Union, America loves you. Let's see you on something that actually will get a market share of probably 3 instead of something on
Yeah.
BET where it barely gets a 1.
on BET.
You guys know about ratings. You guys know about ratings when I say market share. You understand
Yeah.
what I mean. But
Yeah.
it's just
Hold on, let's see
you
if
know.
anyone else has an
I would love
idea. Carlos Martinez says Candace Payton for the other girl. Who is Candace
Candace
Payton?
Payton.
I don't know who that is. We're gonna look it up.
Candace Payton.
And someone said, what about Taraji Henderson for the wife? I think she's a little too hard.
Wait, Candace Payton. I was just thinking that name so familiar.
Oh,
I
Iris.
was-
Come on now.
Where are you? Where are you? Candace Payton. Who said that?
Gina Torres. Who said that? Carlos Martinez.
Where are you?
Tom Kramer.
Los,
says Gina
man, what's going
Torres.
on?
Gina Torres.
Gina Torres for the mother? I would say, yeah, that makes sense.
I need to see.
Gina Torres is, what's his name's wife? Fishburne's wife?
Oh yeah.
If you remember
It would
Serenity.
yes,
and-
it would depend on who they cast as him because she plays older.
She does play older, and if we're going with the cast that we made, no, that would
Then
work.
we were casted
But,
younger.
Yeah, but she actually may be a good one, and
Yeah.
we've known her to be on TV and CW, of course. That may work out. I can't say no to
There
that.
is a fun fact about this show that CW tends to film a lot of things in Vancouver. So, Supernatural, Supergirl moved up there, Flash, Arrow, DC Legends, all in Vancouver.
Yes.
This show is actually being filmed in Atlanta.
Hotlanta, the city that has an Oscar. I mean, a Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Right? Think about that. They
So
got a Golden Globe.
I like that,
So-
especially if it's going to be an African American heavy show. there's not a lot of African Americans in Canada.
It's true. Someone, John.
Atlanta, however.
Now, John Henry, when it came to casting, Orlando Jones. Orlando Jones from Mad TV.
Yeah, I know Orlando Jones.
Okay, good.
You don't gotta explain him. I know
Okay.
him.
Orlando Jones, that's an interesting one.
Is he still on Sleepy Hollow?
Oh, no, he died on Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, just when I stopped watching it, too. Because I wish America stopped, but I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But Orlando Jones would be an option.
He would be an option. That's actually a pretty decent option.
Dude, that's one I didn't think about.
He's just supposed to be wiry and older.
Yeah.
And I can see that for sure.
He's long, lanky, he's a track runner, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Besides Orlando Jones, another one that John Henry did suggest. John Henry, I like that.
John Henry the Eighth.
Zendaya.
What? I'm crazy. What?
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
No, I mean, I get it.
To me, she looks so young. She'd have to be the young sister.
Yeah, she'd have to be the young sister, the 16 playing 18, blah, blah, etc. I could see that. And actually, I wouldn't be against it, but she's doing Spider-Man, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think they would let her,
She's probably, tied in right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, going from Disney to doing Spider-Man, cool. Let's say she didn't do Spider-Man, I would be right on it. Even though a lot of people don't even know Zendaya actually is black. They're like, what? That Hispanic girl from that show? You're like, no, she's black. What? Really? What? Wow, they make them all ways.
I don't know.
But meh.
Hey-o.
We did say something earlier. We were talking off camera, and I said there was an actor that I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with this, and you, when you heard it, you said, "Oh, I agree." My only worry when it comes to Black Lightning is casting. Don't cast someone that looks like him because you think it's going to be good. Because truth of the matter is, I'm gonna say this. You guys are gonna hate me forever. Fine, I'm gonna say it.
Just say it. We talked about it. It's accurate.
Luke Cage, congratulations. You casted a guy that looks like him.
Nailed it. Dead on.
Amazing, right?
Holy crap.
Could you do me a huge favor and cast a guy that can act like him? Okay? I'm sorry to say it, but the guy we chose as Luke Cage is not a good actor. He didn't sell it for me. The show was good. Supporting cast was amazing.
Oh my God.
That's why they had such a strong. Cottonmouth was good. Rosario Dawson. She
Amazing.
killed it in her role. Everyone, all supporting castmates were great. The only one that didn't do well for me was literally him.
And I wonder if that's because everyone around him was so amazing.
His delivery,
you know what I mean?
his delivery was horrible for me.
He was
It
fine.
was dry. It was late. It was slow.
He does the job.
He does the
he
job.
wasn't bad. I'm not gonna
Right.
say he's bad because no, he wasn't a bad actor. He did the job fine.
True.
And that is a very hard character to cast. I can't
is.
imagine them trying to find him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. To his defense, when they did interview him, he said, "Well, I'm playing it like a modern day Shaft that still feels he's back in that time." So that could have been why he played
a little
it that particular way.
stilted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that could
I
be
can see
why.
that.
But that's a character choice that maybe you shouldn't have done. I'll just be honest with you. I don't know. Call me a weeping willow because I'm casting shade over it. It was bullshit. It was not that great. I think that you could have done better. Hopefully, with season 2, you're going to fix it. Now, I know I said that.
I
Everybody's
know.
going to start saying,
Blackwing,
"Let's kill
Jalen, they're not
Daniel.
having it,
Let's kill
Daniel."
Daniel.
Death
My
to
God.
Daniel.
Well, Terrell does say there's still the argument Terry Crews is Luke Cage.
No, I don't think that would be good either.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they chose the right person. He just made the wrong character acting choice. But I think he'll be able to change it.
Yeah.
It was just, if you guys know anything about acting, which I bet most likely all of you do, he was stiff. He was like stilts. It wasn't there.
Yeah, which makes sense though with the description. He said he
But
was doing in
what
an
he
interview.
did.
That makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
Makes absolute
So,
sense.
I mean, I guess that was his actor's choice. We've seen him do other things. I've seen him do just small things. He's done Broadway, actually, too. He was in Rent. So he can do it. It's just, it wasn't the way that I really
That you
expected
wanted it, yeah.
But what do I know? I'm a fan. I'm going to be honest. What do I know? Honestly,
I still
I'm
love
a
it.
fan.
I'm still gonna watch
I'm a
it.
fan. I still watched it. I loved it. I've watched it twice. I went to like the musical thing that they had downtown for the soundtrack because
We
I'm a
believe
big
you.
hip hop head.
We
I know.
believe you.
I'm sorry, guys.
We
but
believe you.
I had to say what I had to say. What's up, Sammy Speed? See you here.
Okay, so
Before we wrap everything up,
Oh, yeah.
is there anything else said? in the comments.
Besides, you crazy, Shaft, you damn right.
Chef, yeah.
Jalen.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. So yeah, that was my exciting CW news that they're doing Black Lightning, and that's the breakdown that they will be casting from. If you have any other ideas that we thought didn't throw out there, or you like some that we did, let us know in the comments below.
Yes. Also, stay tuned to this YouTube channel because as of tomorrow, if I'm right, Producer Josh, tomorrow will they have the breakdown and even more in-depth breakdown? Will that be tomorrow? So tomorrow in the morning, tomorrow morning, probably, I don't know what time, 10, 11 PST. 11 PST.
And that'll be Joe and Maverick.
Maverick.
So Joe and Maverick will be bringing that to
you. And they'll
you.
have an in-depth breakdown of it, so that's going to be pretty good.
Yes.
They'll even tell you, I believe, some people that they have heard have come to do, whatchamacallits for it?
Actors casting.
Acting, no, not actors casting, but like
I don't know what you're saying.
auditions
Oh.
that actually went in. So it's
people who have actually auditioned for
yes.
it. Copy
So
that.
that's going to be pretty interesting.
That was today's.
That was
For
today.
Donna.
Yeah, right? Oh, okay, fine. So it's very interesting to see. And trust me, you're going to want to see it when Joe and Maverick get into it. But I'm interested to see what they think of as far as,
Absolutely.
besides what we, Flashpoint Nation have put together.
Yeah.
Because I think we did a really good one.
I think so.
But from there, I want to say, well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with us.
Thank you.
It is Valentine's Day. I know you guys got people you want to see, people you want to love, and et cetera, et cetera. We love that you guys saw us, and we love that you guys love the Flash show, and that you love this.
Flash show.
Flash show. So with that information that we've given out to you, we dropped a big bomb, let you know about what's happening for the CW in the future, and told you what we thought about the Flash.
So far.
Yeah. So make sure you keep the conversation going using the hashtag FlashpointTHS. That's how we'll be able to find it. Like we said, it's our flash signal. You put that up, we will find you via social media. That sounds scary, but it's true. I'm Daniel Jerome.
I'm Sarah Carey.
You'll probably see our names or info
Popping
as
up
far as
somewhere
where
down
to
there.
find us. Well, Sarah, of course, you start off. Where can people find you?
Oh, my social media
media.
handles
Yeah,
is Roguetastic. It's the same across the board, and that's how you find me on Twitter and Instagram, and I have a Facebook page, all that good stuff.
You can find me babysitting dogs, but besides that, on social media, you can find me under the real J _Rome. So just the real J _Rome. You'll find me every bit of social media there. Trust me, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, blah, 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 whatever there is, that's where I am. And you can find us together here at that hashtag show. And of course, like we said before, FlashpointTHS. That is the hashtag you use. You'll find us. So with that, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in.
We'll be back next week to talk the first part of Gorilla Grodd.
And we'll have Brian again.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
that's it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
We love you.